provide them food, drink, tea. You have to get something. Also we have something like registration in the federation. Every year you have to pay 200,000. Then if there's any competition, you have to pay something. Like now we have a novice championship, open championship. You have to pay that money. Now we have to struggle ourselves. Me and my brother and other family member will contribute. Then we help.
How does that, like paying money to the federation?
Yeah. We pay.
How do they help? What does the federation do in return?
Now they say that money helps for the doctor to pay the.
But so you don't pay when you're having matches. You don't pay the doctors and referees.
We pay them.
You have to pay them again.
We pay them.
That money which you take for whenever there's a tournament, like now novice championship, you have to, each and every club pays about 100,000.
If you take one team, if you take a team, because we have junior, youth, and elite, you pay youth, you pay 100,000 shilling. Then juniors, juniors you pay 100, youth you pay, and elite you pay. Those one you have to pay individual. 100.
And annually they take on 200,000
for the
participation fee. No, not participation, just
participation fee is 300,000. You take the junior, youth, and elite.
300,000.
300,000.
So, when you're not boxing, what do you do in your leisure time?
I sometimes goes and train other people because I was a technician for telephone.
Okay.
But you know when they had these mobiles are coming, 1993, they asked us there in Kenya that if you can accept to retire, we shall give you golden handshake. You go and you retire, because they wanted to reduce their workers. I was a technician. My professionals, I was a technician for telephone. But these days there are few who have their phone in the house. Most of them are using the mobile now. I was a technician. Other works I don't know. I cannot say.
Okay.
Now I'm trying my best. Also I have some machines. I give some people too.
What are the machines?
For the welding, carpentering, they come and rent for me. Then I survive. The good thing I'm at home.
Okay.
That's
working. But like, what do you do when you're relaxing?
Relaxing. Most of the time, I just be in the mosque.
The mosque.
In the mosque, or in the house, just reading Quran, reading some books. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do if you're not boxing, what are you doing for work and then for free time?
For free time, I just visit sick people, friends, and what, and staying home with the family, with my children and my wife, and that's all.
Okay. Fair enough. I wanted to ask you, a lot of boxers I've talked to, which is one of my last questions, they say that they want to leave the country for greener pastures. If they say that boxing is better for them outside than here. Is that true? It's true.
You know what you have to know. During that time, our time, we have many companies. Those are most of the government was sponsoring that time. But these days, individual and the club. The club, you find out most of the companies have been sold. Like we had food and beverages. It was helping boys, but it's no longer there. They sold it to somebody. And we had the food and beverages in Australia. Near Vision.
In Australia.
Near
That's
Vision.
your area?
Yeah. Near
New Vision.
New Vision. It's just down there.
Okay, they sold it.
Yeah, sold it. Most of the companies were sold. We had a UTC that for transporting. They were sponsoring. They were
Those are
under
government.
They were government.
So
But now
they were sold.
all sold.
So when they were sold, they stopped supporting.
Yeah, they
club.
find somebody. Most people bought now. Now you can see emptying for somebody. It's no longer for the government. But during that time, at least government was helping. Huh? And everything they can help. They can give you allowance. They can give you everything. But now you found the club. Now it's for individual. Like now we open our club. We don't have any support. We just some expert. If they come for training, then we train them. We get some money to help the boys. But it's not. It's no longer like last time. Huh? Before.
All right. Do you guys have favorite foods that you like to eat?
My favorite food is chapati automatic. I like chapati and greens put together with the what mixed with the meat. Goat's meat.
Okay, goat's meat. And you?
My favorite is that I can say I like posho, kalo.
Hello.
Yeah, like kalo, and also some beans and greens, yeah, and meats.
I have one more question. I've been hearing that back in the day, there used to be fights between Langese and Baganda. Is it true? Like, have Baganda and Langi have they had a good relationship, according to your eyes?
But during the time, I could see it depends on the place. Where there are so many tribes, it's the best place to stay. But where there is one tribe dominating a place, it's not so good. So they can. When you stay in a place like now, for example, Naguru, we used to have a lot. Used to have a lot of tribes here. And it brings people to be together. So Langese have the quiet people. You can't even know that he's a Langese in a place like the Guru. You can't know if a Lugwara sees a Langese. They don't say that. They say, he knows him. And then but the problem we have is most people, there are some people who are coming deep from the Baganda who are so deep. They're the one messing around. Don't like they say, this is Lang. These people from up there, even us, they say, you know, just keep quiet and say so. But they are children, because they've grown with us, so they are not what? They are not talking anything. They're not mentioning about tribe, what. They just mention about individual.
Yeah.
It's you who did this. He's not a Muganda. He's not a Muganda. That's good. And then you find it during our time. Let me say for the women, we used to have the Luos at Naguru Estate. The Luos, we had Tesos, we had Nubians, we had Baganda, we had Watoro, Manyankore, all. We were staying together.
Even about to stay here in Naguru?
Yeah,
in this Naguru estate?
Yes. No, in Naguru Estate, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Even the president of Kenya, the former president of Kenya, Mwai Kibaki.
Mwai Kibaki stayed in this estate?
Yeah, he was studying at Makerere.
Okay.
Then he became a lecturer again. He was renting a house out there at Naguru. Even Bidandi Sadi.
Time in the petrol station, which is there near the market, that's Shell now. It was a Total that time.
It was Total, eh?
Total that time. He was working part-time there, then he goes to school.
So what was a pump attendant?
Yeah, pumper. Sometimes a cashier.
Sometimes a cashier.
Yeah.
You didn't even know these things.
So
Even
it's,
Obote's family, most of them, Opoka or Dida, if you know them.
History was not my favorite subject, but now I like to learn it like this.